This video will contain several montage clips of previous work and footage we have captured, photographs, graphs of research results and snapshots of our actual research. And it will answer the question, what have you learned from your audience feedback? From our audience feedback we learned that there were several aspects of our work we would have changed and altered. However, there were also several positive bits of feedback. These examples will be further discussed in the video in greater detail. To start with, the reason we chose pop music was because of two things. One was the fact that amongst our research results we found that the majority of people liked pop music and it was always the favourite genre of music. Also, collectively as a group, we all said that a communal genre of music we enjoyed listening to ourselves was pop, therefore making our decision easy to choose a pop song for our music video. Our first piece of feedback we received was for our Kickstarts video, and we summed up the feedback we were given and created a vlog. And the next piece of footage you will see will be a section of our Kickstarts.
Lip syncing. I said use people who are not camera shy. Make sure you actually sing the words and do not mime them, because you can tell the difference, and lip syncing is not effective if you mime.
The comments I'm making about our video were ones that our peers and teacher gave us on our Kickstarts video. Our next piece of research, which was a music video research survey shown on screen, was a poll daddy we created and sent to our friends and family online. We put it online via Twitter, Facebook, MySpace. We also created a paper copy of the exact same survey and handed out copies to people in school, for example to our peers and to teachers. We did both because we thought that they would give us the most diverse and broad range of results, which is something that we wanted. The results showed us that our audience liked pop music, with over 75% of people who returned the survey all liking pop music and the song by Daniel Powter called Bad Day. These two pieces of information resulted in us 100% choosing pop music as our genre and Daniel Powter Bad Day as a possibility of one of our song choices. The next bit of feedback we received was on Twitter. We posted a tweet, retweet if you like pop music, and we received a total of 13 retweets. We also received around 15 direct messages from people saying that they did like pop music who were too embarrassed to retweet the tweet, but clearly it shows that the vast majority did like pop music. And the reason we posted this on Twitter was because we found that it was more interactive, fun and a more global way of receiving feedback. The next piece of feedback we received was for our treatment. Our treatment was a document we uploaded onto our blog, better known as wordpress.com, for our peers and everyone else to see. This is a clip of our treatment feedback video from our peers, and it is what they thought of our treatment.
The research done on the music video was good. It included the artist, song name and date of release.
I don't think the idea was very good, and I thought it was very brief.
From this we had mixed results, but mainly a negative feedback. Therefore we know that this was one of our weakest pieces of work, and it is something that we would change next time. The next piece of feedback we received was for our animatic storyboard. This was done via YouTube, and here is a short clip of our animatic storyboard.
Where is the moment we need it the most?
Our feedback was done on a flip snack. The majority of people found our animatic storyboard was very good, and comments were often positive. We received comments from people who were our target audience, therefore people between the ages of 16 and 24 years old. This piece of feedback was received for our rough cut. This feedback was from one person, Mr. Dunford, our teacher. We focused on our teacher's feedback because we believed his opinion and thoughts were the most valued. However, if we were to do this again, we would implement feedback from our peers and people who ultimately were our target audience between the age of 16 and 24 years old. For our feedback on our digipack, we did not make the same mistake as our rough cut, therefore we got feedback from our actual target audience, and these are some of the questions we asked, and the charts show the responses out of 30 candidates we asked for each question. And overall the majority of feedback was positive rather than negative. This is our advertisement. We use Adobe Photoshop to edit and ultimately create it. Again, we asked 30 candidates the same questions, however, it was in relation to our advertisement rather than our digipack, and these were our results shown on the charts and graphs. And once again, the majority of our results for all of these three questions were positive rather than negative. The first question we asked was, did you enjoy our video? This feedback was mostly positive, as 2/3 of the 30 people said that they did enjoy our video, which is something we were happy about. However, the next question, which was, did you like the story behind it, was one which 16 people said no and 14 said yes. We think that this was down to the fact that our story may have not been clear enough on screen and maybe did not come at how we visualised it to be. The third question, did you find that continuity was good in the video, was one which again 20 out of 30 people said continuity was good. However, 10 people out of 30 not agreeing clearly means that continuity was not perfect in the video. Therefore, again, we were disappointed with our result for this question. The fourth question, do you think that it was better than the original video, again did not consist of positive feedback, as 23 people said no and 7 said yes. However, a professionally edited video is extremely hard to compete with, therefore we were not extremely disappointed with this result and were happy with the 7 that did say yes. The fifth and final question, did you understand the whole story, had very interesting results, as 20 people said yes and 10 said no. This could have been the reason as to why our results were rather scattered and did not consist of a pattern or a correlation, because some did not understand the story and some did. Overall, I believe that our feedback was very positive. However, there was inevitably going to be negative factors in our work. Therefore, it is important that we learn from the feedback and remember it is constructive criticism we can use to make future productions better. The negative feedback on things such as our treatment, video, digipack and advertisement consisted of things which would have benefited our production. The largest amount of negative feedback we received was for our video. This ultimately was because our video was not clear enough as to what was happening, and we noticed that a few of our peers had to ask us questions as to which character was which. Again, this is something we accept and can now see, but will make sure these mistakes do not happen again. I think that our target audience was provided for with regards to the conventions we attempted to implement into our video. The song and video does appeal clearly to 16 to 24-year-old market, and our research results show this. We think that our digipack, video and advertisement work well together, and this was done by shooting them all in the same clothes, locations, lighting, to make all three effective. As a final conclusion, we were happy with our results and feedback we received and think that our production overall went well.